Okay, so this is going to be a general read, and I'm doing it in the infrared again so that you can see when spirit comes into the room or into the area. You will see graininess or fuzzy, foggy, a blur. Also, if you go back to the last video and you put the video on pause and then slowly just move through it, you can see more of a clear shape and form um, of it coming through. Same thing with this video when we're done with it. So again, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. Just leave it where it's at. And if it does, use it as a guide. Don't take it word for word. And if you know somebody that it may resonate for, go on ahead and pass the message on to them. I have the cards pre-laid out because every time I do this, the house gets really loud and I end up stopping my readings early because of the disruption. So I figure maybe this way I'll be able to get through it faster. The first set of cards I laid out are to kind of give me an idea of what the situation is about or who's involved. So the first card says Pac-Man uncontrollably guzzling cum. Now, I don't think this is talking about Pac-Man the player, the video game or whatever. If you have ever watched the movie Colors, and in there, the Mexican lady who is in that gang, that territory, she calls the white police officer Pac-Man. So if I'm going to interpret it, I'm going to say that there is a police officer, a male white police officer who is gay. Okay. The next card is we have incest. So this may not be you, collective, or it could be, but I think it's more towards somebody that you have dealt with before that has been involved in incest and no fault of their own. I think it's something that has been within the family, and they're ashamed of it. Here we have Kanye West. So this tells me that this person is either a Kanye West fan or the person that we're talking about is black, a black African American person. We have dark, mysterious forces beyond your control. So this is somebody who's dabbling in something other than religion or pure, clean spirituality. We have Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. So we're dealing with someone who's coming from royalty. We have giving birth to the Antichrist and my relationship status. This could mean that this person is currently in a relationship with a very evil partner. And this partner could have possibly tricked them into having a child. We have horse meat and my good bra. There could be bestiality involved with this couple as well, or this group. Some spiritual messages from your team or whoever's team who this is about. We have treating someone like an option. You lose what you don't value. So this person could have chose someone over you. You may not know that they were dealing with them, or they may have met them during your relationship. It says cheating, broken loyalty breaks destiny lines. So this person very well could have had some type of contract with you that you two were supposed to fulfill together. But due to that, the cheating, that breaks the contract. Especially since they chose over you. We have say what you want. Manifestation needs your voice. You're having trouble speaking up when things are bothering you, or when you need something. For some reason, you have shut down verbally, and your team and the Most High are letting you know that you have to speak out to them. Write it down, light it on fire, and send it up. We have stay home. Your energy is better protected in your space today. So there is definitely something going on behind the scenes that you're unaware of, that people are planning on doing to you, and it involves this person and whoever they're dealing with. They could be trying to set a scenario up where they are going to encounter you. This says, truth doesn't need to be loud. It stands on its own. Your path balances when you stop carrying what's not yours. So you don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to get into arguments. You don't need to have them bring you out your character. You don't want to speak, you want to just walk away, whatever. If you do feel like speaking, cool, use your voice. But Divine is saying you don't have to, because the truth is going to come out. It does not stay hidden for long. Your timeline is currently shifting right now, which is why you could be in a weird space emotionally, mentally, may even feel uncomfortable physically as well. The return. So this is going to show up twice in your reading in another deck of cards I pulled. It says you have returned to yourself. What once felt broken is now integrated, and the cycle is completing, giving you new power. You currently are possibly going back down the spiral, right? Revisiting things that you feel like you have dealt with, but you realize that there's still somewhat of an issue. It's still tugging on you emotionally or affecting the way that you think. And so when you return back to it to address it, it's going to give you an aha moment. It is going to shock you a little bit, but you need to know that has to happen for your spirit team to balance you out. They have to give you a slight little shock on the way that you've been viewing things or look at things, because they need you to break out of that routine that you're in on how you're perceiving things or how you look or believe things. You're gonna need to definitely check your car. There's something small, very, very small, that needs your attention, but that something small is going to become evidence for you as to what you've been claiming has been happening. There is guilt. Your spirit team remembers what you try to forget until you deal with it. So that again is going down the spiral. Your team is not going to let you continue pushing forward into the new phase until you're able to go back and deal with the things that have caused you guilt that still resides there inside you. And after all of this, you still need to know that you're safe. Fear is always louder than what is actually truthful. But at the end of the day, your team is protecting you. You are safe. Nobody's going to be able to really touch you as long as you listen to your intuition and follow it. Here, your team wants to acknowledge the amount of wisdom you have acquired in such a short amount of time. The aspect of the loyalty that you show, even when you're down or things just aren't going right, you still have not budged on the loyalty. You have showed immense amount of patience as well, and regardless of everything, you have made sure to keep a deep, quiet, and enduring affection for the people that you do still have in your life, and even when they do make the wrong choices, right? There's no judgment there. You've been able to hold the no judgment label. And so because of that, you've stuck to your core values and principles of who you are. Don't think you're not going to be rewarded. You are. What you don't know is that yours is just now getting into motion for your justice to come through. What was being shown in the cards is that the people involved in your situation needed to start receiving their karma first before you could receive your justice. Karma needed to come hit the block on them. Here for what is coming for you, okay? Fertility. This could be with ideas or actual children. If you have children now, you're going to have more. If you don't have any, you're going to have some. If you have birthed a million ideas or whatnot, and this is age 37, so I don't know why I said age, that just came out. At age 37, I guess, if you're not 37 yet, or if you are, go get a pregnancy test, because at the age of 37, somebody's going to end up pregnant. 39, age 39 is when you're going to receive your official safe home. That is when you are going to sign documents to a home that is yours and yours alone. In about 5 months, you're going to receive justice on this situation. Divine is still working on you. There's still a few more things that need to get tweaked before the justice can come in. You have to realize that when this justice comes in, you need to be completely put together and sure of yourself in all aspects, because when this justice comes in, it's going to be a big, big deal, and Divine does not need you falling apart in the midst of this justice rolling out for you. Due to the wisdom that you have obtained and will obtain when he is finally done putting you together, you will be on that path to destiny, and that destiny is going to reveal some magical powers within you as you realize you have become the rising phoenix in your story. Here we have deceased loved ones are here for this reading today. There's 24 deceased loved ones, okay? This says you need to be careful when you leave the home, when you go places, because whether you're aware of it or not, people are starting to realize some things about you, and probably aware that you know some things that you weren't supposed to know. So you do need to be careful. This says you're holding on to too much and you need to work on forgiving. That is probably one of the biggest things holding you up right now. It says when you're in public, you need to focus on yourself and stay in your lane. So again, that is letting you know that people are starting to get word of some things about you. You need to be careful. Don't reveal too much in public at this moment. It says you need to play more music. You used to love music. Here we have, it says Maine can't trust, what's up here? Maine can't trust, where's the Tennessee one? Oh. Dropped it. Okay. So Maine can't trust Tennessee. I don't think that it is talking about states. I think it's talking about the first initial. So M can't trust T. Whatever that is going to signify for you. This says someone is not being honest about someone in their group. Someone is awoken. It says they love the way you feel. someone around you is having hallucinations. This says Pisces and truthful. They feel like you're drifting away. This is also stating you need to do a checks and balance on your thoughts and decisions. Right now, there is another attack being thrown at you. And I think there was something that happened to either make you start making decisions too fast than what you usually do, or something happened to affect your thoughts on what it is you do or how you do things. So just move a little bit slower, think things out before you react to them. And again, checks and balances. Somebody around you is attracted to 14 to 18-year-old people. This says, does the ends justify the means? So is the argument worth your energy? Are the people you're around worth your energy? Is the decision you're making going to bring a solution or a conclusion that you want? Is it going to be beneficial? You're going to have to start looking at everything in multiple avenues, multiple perceptions. Who's it going to affect? Always ask the who, what, when, where, why before you make the decision. It says if you do not take care of each other in an equal way that is progressive and uplifting, then you need to let it go. And then it says accept yourself, telekinesis. So somebody could be getting telekinesis abilities coming in. If you don't already, it may start to scare you. Go slow with it. You're not tripping. You're not hallucinating. It is something you're able to do. Be very careful. Pay attention. Are you tapping into that when you're angry? If so, you're going to need to learn how to control it. Alright, so for the Oracle energy cards, this one is actually really important to pay attention to. So for the first one, you have Mars, and it says, Mars is here to remind you that you alone hold the power and key to victory. If you have recently seen the opportunity to progress, do not wait. Mars tells you you can act now, as the energies of determination and victory are at work standing by your decision. So Mars is working for you right now. Even if the opportunities seem super small, you need to go on ahead and take it. Next we have Hod that came through. And Hod is, you're being asked to approach your situation through reasoned deduction and response. So rather than being angered, you must look at a situation from all logical standpoints. Are you allowing too much emotion into your decisions? Is that clouding your judgment? Hod lends you the energy to uncover the truth of all things by eliminating all deceptions, including your self-deception. You could be having a problem with believing who you are, or any beliefs that you're obtaining right now. Alright, with the throat chakra, this one came in reverse. It says when the throat chakra is inverted, it is likely that this chakra needs clearing. If you have been having trouble communicating, meditate upon the chakra's energy to clear and balance it. Here we have Jebra. This one presents change, so there's no stagnation. So it represents the need to build or restructure yourself. If you have a plan or situation that is not working out as you intended, you have examined its foundations. This reminds you that the foundation is not sound. It's not acceptable to, or it is now acceptable to destroy it so that a new structure can be built. This could be the unsteadiness about yourself. There's something within your foundation of your beliefs about yourself, or just your beliefs, period. Something in there isn't right, isn't working for you. So you could be coming to an aha moment, or coming across something that is going to have you break everything all the way down back to zero and then rebuild. It's not going to be as bad as you think, though, because you're going to get things that are going to come through and tell you what's okay to keep and what's not. So then the next one we have is air. Air came in reverse. So it says, when air is inverted, an overabundance of caution and wariness is most evident. You overthink and overanalyze rather than logically make a decision and proceed. This leads to stagnation. Then we have water in reverse. So when water is reversed, you're reminded that you need to give in order to receive. If you're not putting forth the effort and the work, how can you hope to receive anything of equal value in return? Reflect on perseverance and the value of hard work. If you are giving, okay, but you're not receiving, then this would go with the other card earlier, where you need to reevaluate who's in your energy and remove it. Here we have Mercury. The Mercury is inverted. Let's see. It says when Mercury is inverted, it is sending, for it may be playing tricks on you. Pay close attention to your intuition when interpreting the energies and messages that you get. So you could have come across some information or been given some information that was false, but it was dressed up in a way that appeared to be factual. You are needing to have discernment now at this point on everything that you're taking in. Alright, with the Raku, this is the spiraling I was talking about. Okay, so Raku is used in attunements as well as individual healings. So when it appears, you are being asked to consciously and subconsciously lift negative influences and energies from your life. This can be something as small as kind word to word to another person, or random act of kindness each day. So going about your day and doing these things will help lift the stagnant energy that is sitting on you, whether it has something to do with that negative energy or not. Here we have the Daikomai and the Shashonen, and these guys go hand in hand. So this one is the situation you're inquiring about may be blocked or hindered due to a past issue, trauma, or pain. They want you to invoke Reiki into your energy to bring clarity and release that negative. So then with the Dakomai, it says, there's great shining light. It embraces the idea that the physical body was constructed to manifest of the spiritual body. So if your spirit is has an illness, then the physical is going to have an illness. So make sure that you are cleaning up your spirituality, cleansing that as well. And then we have Sigil of Atlas. Let's see. Alright, so when this appears in your cards, you're being reminded that all things, including situations, possess an energy, either positive or negative. It is up to you to shape it and mold it. The energy is malleable. Remember this. You can create or change or maintain the flow of your situation or inquiry. It asks you to focus on the principles of manifestation and the law of attraction to make it come into reality. Okay? Alright. So here with the dragon cards, we have the spiral, the tender, we have the ice bringer, and the perceptionist. So the spiral is you may be finding yourself going backwards into things that you thought you had dealt with, and you're starting to revisit them. Divine wants you to know that it doesn't mean you're going backwards and that you're no longer moving forward. It just means there are some things that they see in your future or currently that are affecting you in a way that they shouldn't be, because there's still something in the past that wasn't fully, completely healed or dealt with. The tender, this is saying that they want you to look at how you treat other people, the things you do for other people, how you take care of them, and now turn that inward and do it to yourself. The ice bringer, it is okay to go cold on people who are not doing right by you. You don't owe them an explanation. You do not have to do anything for or with them, okay? And the perceptionist, your perception has to be pure at all times. You have to have good intention for people at all times, okay? And so, and you have to, before making decisions, look at all alleys. Like I said, all avenues. Who's it going to affect? The who, what, when, where, why. And that will be your safest route. Okay. With this deck, we have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Seven of Wands. She's looking at the Lovers, okay? So there is somebody who is constantly looking into your relationship, constantly thinking or doing something to put you in reverse. Here we have somebody who is having difficulty releasing traumas, and they're starting to nag and wear and tear at them. And this person has actually been doing really good work because they have separated themselves from their shadow side, okay? But it's taken almost blood, sweat, and tears. You can see the blood in the background. Right here. There is somebody of higher power coming in, okay? And this person is spiritual. They are connected to the divine. So do not be afraid when you encounter this person, okay? Because they are here to help. We have the Ace of Cups. You're being restored, okay? You're being filled back up. Here we have the Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords. So if they were in reverse, but if they had came in the upright, this would have been a successful separation of the lovers, okay? But it was in reverse. So they're attempting right now to cause a wedge between you and a current partner or a partner that's coming in, but it's not working. We have the Five of Cups, okay? There is somebody here who has something of yours, okay, and this thing is very meaningful. It's something that could possibly change your life, and this person is burying it, whether they're burying it in the actual ground or they're burying it behind paperwork or behind other people, however they're doing it, but they're burying it. And here we have the Empress, the world, pregnancy, right, and fertility. Remember, it came out in the earlier card. In the end, it doesn't matter because you are the Empress. You're gonna win. It's all gonna work out in your favor, and you're gonna be able to move on. However you do that, whether these are ideas or actual children.
I remember it was fucking 500, and everybody goes, "The fuck the Bitcoin?" Yeah, I mean, like the first time I heard it was like 500.
Here we have the Magician. This magician is doing everything they can to scatter your mind and organization, okay? They do not want you, like for instance, there could be things coming up missing. Things could be not what you thought they were when you go back to look at them. So they're messing with your perception, and they're messing with your ability to complete certain tasks throughout the day. Here they're really wanting to interrupt your inner guidance, okay, your relationship with yourself, your trust within yourself. Here there's a group of people doing this, okay? A whole family. They probably have been skewing with your ability to obtain work, your ability to create, your ability to have a house to live, and judgment is coming in on all of it. Okay, it's not going to last much longer. And I know you've been being told that, and it's getting difficult. But okay, now with this deck here, we have someone is now being realized that they were tricked into performing whatever situation they did on you. Okay, and the whole reason for that was to stop any type of creation coming into play. There are two children here right now that a woman is holding, okay? And it is because she feels that if she has possession of them, she's going to be put into the Queen of Pentacles position. In the meantime, there is a man who has been placed in a mental prison, okay? And they have been currently trying to put you into a mental maze, okay? Trying to find your way out, but it's in reverse, which means you might be there now, but not much longer. There is a promise coming in, okay? This promise that came in is going to cause a death to somebody. And the reason why is because this person has been holding on to your soul in a way, trying to live as you or through you, creating your life to fall apart. So this person is going to lose their life, but that's okay because you hold the key. Okay, at the end of the day, Divine, your team gave you the key to succeed. Even succeed through this, you've still been pushing through. What's happening to you, runs blood deep. This is a family thing that happens every generation. Every generation there is somebody that is picked to do this to the next member, okay? And you're stopping it. You have been granted as the Queen of Chalices, okay? And there is a young man who has been praying for you. Temperance is not going to be temperance right now with this situation, and the reason being is because you've been watched, you've been followed, you've been spied on. Your privacy, your free will, everything's been impeded on. And it's because of this old lady here. Well, you've been working with spirit, you've been letting things go, you've been working on forgiveness, you've been getting back to yourself, you've been finding the little things to be happy about. So what's going to happen is these people are going to be locked behind a glass door. They're going to be able to see everything that goes on, but have zero influence on it. So all abilities are taken, all influence is taken from them. The magician that they had doing this work thinks that they're going to get away, walk free out them gates, away from them bars. Not going to happen. The grandmother who is holding on to the children, not going to happen. You are going to come in as the temperance and decide who gets what. And you're an equal person. You're a fair person. So he's letting you decide how much water to give these guys. And here we have the King of Wands. So this could be an older male figure in your family that has passed on, that is help guiding you through this, or this could be God himself, okay? So at the end of the day, just know that you're protected, you're guided. Just move slower on your decision making. Use your discernment on the information you're getting, because it's really going to start trying to affect you. They are doing another attack right now, and it'll last a couple moon cycles, okay? Cleanse your throat chakra, because they need you to start talking. And I know that's hard because I can't even talk about my own situation, so I already know, right? So I hope that helped clarify some things for you guys, and just know it's coming in, okay? Everyone have a good night.